We getting this by the boatload. I heard imported by the boatload. Or I got it by the imported boatload. What does that mean? When you have goods imported from other countries, them boats be bigger than Titanic. That's how wealthy you are. And nothing superficial about it. Virgo. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another intuitive message for you today. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Oh, you can arrange for Yusef, Alayhi Salam. Arrange my affairs for me, fix my conditions, and provide for me. Lord, and protect me from the evil of your creation. Oh, Lord, fulfill my need, relieve my distress, and relieve my anxiety. Okay? That's for the dick riding bitch that put that nasty ass comment under my video. Talk about pedophilia and all that kind of shit. Go take a walk around the block or something. Like, go do your prayers or something like that. Like, go make istinja after you come from the bathroom. What does that mean? Go rinse your ass with water so you don't stink. Okay? Don't leave no nasty ass comments like that under my video. Okay? You ain't get blocked, but you got told a thing or two. Okay? Back all the way the fuck up. Do not leave no nasty ass comments like that under my video. Okay? Find somebody else to dig you. That's not the right person. Sometimes people think because you're doing something productive, their self-esteem gets triggered. They poor quality and low vibration, low frequency, it gets triggered every fucking time. Like, go get a job or something. Let's see, what do we have for Virgo? So, and that's significant. Virgo, you got to tell somebody a thing or two, like, you're not my equal. Okay, you are a peasant. You cannot come near me. Okay, I don't want you near me. You saying stupid shit out your face. You don't even fit the bill to be here. I don't even want you near me. I hear Nicki Minaj, broke bitch is so crusty, disgusting. Like, I need a wet wipe in case a bum bitch try to touch me. Ew. Now I hear Big Sean. Like, I can't dap you without hands saying, I don't know where your dirty ass hands been. Like, it's that type of thing. It's that type of vibe around somebody. So we have the Fool, and we have the Ten of Swords. That's clarifying the Fool. And I don't apologize to everybody, because sometimes you have to tell people to go shove it up their ass. Okay, because people see you doing something and they want to try to annihilate it because they scared or they just plain fucking envious. Because you have the abilities to do stuff that they don't. And there's no apologies for it. And don't apologize. Anybody try to make you feel guilty or make you feel bad or try to scare you away from what you're doing, it's like, fall in line with the motherfucking rest. And I hate to curse like that, but I will. I can and I will. Eccentric will let it out, and so the fuck will I. Okay? I say it like it's two different people. But seriously. Okay? I will let it out. That's what this channel is for. Address it. Because if you can leave a comment like that under somebody's video or something like that, get off their page. Don't be a fucking weirdo. Just don't follow their page. So, with the Fool card and the Ten of Swords, I heard Interview with the Vampire. Okay? This person leaves people in a trance. Virgo, you leave people in a trance. It's like you love them. It's like you want your biggest dream is like, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? Is to have endless supply of someone who is a good Samaritan. Someone who is a good Samaritan and just does good for the sake of good, who just loves for the sake of love. Okay? So I don't have to be, I can justify, not even justify. It's a purpose, so people understand my purpose for why I'm evil like that. Because people will spit in your eye just for being good. And then you got the death card. Death of transformation and the Three of Swords. What people thought they were going to do with you, Virgo, well, upon encountering you, is like something about you outsmarting people. Whether they meant to do something or take something from you or not. That the transformation is transformative. So I feel like this Three of Swords and this Death of Transformation correlates with this Ten of Swords. Like, you'll stick around for a while, learn everything you have to learn, and then you go get new supply. It could be a little narcissistic, like the real narcissistic, not like people use that term loosely, like the ultimate medical. A doctor who did their residency or be diagnosed by a real fucking doctor. You might be an undiagnosed, unapologetic narcissist. But it's all like enthralled in critically acclaimed success, family orientation. Like, people don't see it very much. Certain people see it, but it's something like them being down here, like lower class versus upper class. For an example, the people who see it for what it is, like the lower class people, which could be the humble of the most. Not to say that people in upper class are not humble, but for the most part, people in lower class don't have nothing but humility. You see what I'm saying? So they practice it a lot better. Okay? And it's a thing where they see a lot of those characteristic traits, but it's like because they feel drained after, and then they see you moving on to the next. Or someone's doing that to you, Virgo, and you left. Because you transformed. You transformed that heartbreak. Because what somebody was really doing was draining you and bleeding you dry, putting you through all kinds of challenges and changes. And communication was off. Communication was always off. We was never on the same conversation. You saying one thing, I'm talking about something else. You just want to turn the day, and I just want to turn the day around, kind of thing.
Let's go.
King of Cups. Yeah, you show up as a King of Cups because you care, and you're getting disappointed. I don't think people realize what these disappointments are doing for you, especially in the way that you show up as a King of Cups. And the Four of Cups is like over it, apathetic, disappointments, total opposite. This King of Cups, Virgo, this could be you. Feeling this way, feeling a type of way, or you let people give you their all and they're left disappointed with this Ten of Swords, and you're on to the next thing. Because it's about the energy. When the energy shifts, you shift. With that, you could have Scorpio and Uranus somewhere, but you are a notorious heartbreaker, but by way of mental. You could be somebody does things that are deemed mentally oppressive. The gaslighting, that is a form of abuse. Not beating on someone, but beating someone down mentally. Gaslighting them, manipulating them, lying, tricking, doing stuff to them. Like that. The baby's running with his toys. So you have the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. So God's speaking to you about this. You might want to get a handle on this subject matter, because I need you to step up and lead in a different way. I need you you already in a leadership position. Like, you can already have like success and critically acclaim and things like that. But I need you to get a handle on this issue so you could be more receptive and a more quality leader. Okay. This is Taurus, Capricorn. Or this person is surviving someone who they feel like is a little narcissistic, or really is struggled through changes. They go through a lot of changes, so, and it put them in a position as like, well, what is the whole, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? It's like, I want to lead or have my own business, have my own platform, have my own anything. But I'm seeing this person go through changes, and they're in a leadership position. So is that, someone wants to know, is that a part of it with the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords? Like, does that come with the territory just to say you got your own? Because you got the Judgment under here too. So someone is like really like using their discernment. It's like, you could be rethinking on a decision of wanting to go out on your own? Like, does it take so much out of you? Is it really just a whole, it's like an interview? It's like having an interview with the vampire. That whole experience in general, metaphorically, is like having an interview with a vampire. This person is like, it just takes all your energy. Someone missed the days. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here too. Someone missed the days where 9 to 5s was a lot more easy to deal with, but that was, you knew the money was coming, but you don't know if you were going to get fired tomorrow or laid off. You didn't know there was going to be an inflation. I don't think you got the opportunity, and something about this inflation has created more entrepreneurs. Like, there's over 5 million businesses that get started every year. Whether they take off or not, you know, got split the deck. You got everything is fine, and then you got the 10 of Cups. So some people, it's meant for some people, but not for some. Like, it's a little difficult, or it's more than what somebody bargained for. It's like, yeah, this is the vision with me and my family and something that makes me happy, but it may not be my cup of tea, man. And you're trying to pick up the pieces from it. What I'm also seeing here is someone is disappointed that they could have had something really good with you as they see you propelling forward. Someone is devastated that they could not hold you back. Okay? And someone is like something about that heartbreak, or them trying to break your heart or tear you down. Okay, with this 3 of Swords, putting you through changes and things like that, transformed you into who you are today. Because every disappointing card is counteracted with, it's like the base energy for the Death, the Fool, and the King of Cups. The Fool, the Death, the King of Cups. Okay, so you're using that discernment. It's like, what in the fuck is the point of attacking this person if every time I attack them with a death spell of some sort, I wanted to see this person cry. I wanted to see this person mourn. I wanted to see this person bleed and die. Okay, with this 10 of Swords. Okay, I'm the one stuck with the damages, and they're the ones propelling forward. It's supposed to be a victory for me, but it's not a victory for me if this person keeps getting better and better and better. The only thing I'm taking from them is the mental, the conflict, the rejection, the feelings of inadequacy, the feelings of rejection, the feelings of the painful endings, the apathy, the disappointment. Meanwhile, they're taking a spiritual journey. You dig? They're transforming, and they're practicing the utmost emotional intelligence. They're just as poised, and it's discerning. And now someone missed the days where everything was all innocent. I just feel like someone bit off more than they could chew. This was somebody's biggest dream, was to annihilate you, or you to them. You know, what can I do today to move closer to that dream? Like, this is somebody's every day. They woke up with a new inspiration to break something down or just crush and destroy. I heard crush and destroy. Meanwhile, this person is discerning, has much better discernment. They have the Ace of Swords. They have a clear mind, a sound mind, emotional intelligence. They have spiritual balance. So they have life pretty figured out with the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. What I like about these are 2 earth energies. Like, this is ethereal. This is somebody who's smart spiritually as well as smart tangibly. Book smart, street smart, religiously smart kind of thing. And I think you're using all of that to keep yourself emotionally intelligent with this King of Cups. So that's also a balance of yin-yang energy. King of Cups is taking action. Okay? And you don't go out there without your teeth clean, shoes clean, clothes clean kind of mentality. With the King of Cups is a fair, reasonable person, and they are never wrinkled, dirty. You never see anything out of place with them. And they're poised, they're mature, their mind is sound, their heart is in place. You know, they're fair and reasonable. They don't make emotions with a warm heart. They are I don't want to say they're apathetic. They're just intelligent, very intelligent. And with that, you took all of that destruction and made something solid. Like, I think it's tangible now. Everything is like the Pentacles is like health, overall well-being. And the Hierophant, that it could be, that sometimes talks about a leader of a cult, or an organization, but in this case, the Hierophant is the leader of the community, and that is you. Or it's the person you are attacking. For some of the Virgos I'm talking to really got an evil streak. And they are frustrated and devastated with this 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 4 of Cups. They are devastated that this shit just didn't play out. Like, it isn't fair. Like, you ever see a kid just jumping up and down, kicking and screaming, rolling across the floor, screaming, and the parent is like, you know what, I'm gonna just walk away from you. I'm gonna leave you looking like an asshole screaming on the floor in Walmart somewhere, okay? Because you look crazy. It isn't fair. Why can't I have what I want? Like Violet from Willy Wonka, that ungrateful, spoiled ass little girl. That's what this person showed up in life as. So this is a serious mistake to undermine your health condition. You know, this is the serious mistake to undermine that you might have a health condition, because people are starting to ask those, they are discerning now. People are starting to awaken to what the fuck is really going on. Like, normal people just don't do that. And when I say normal, it's like, well, healthier people with common sense, just don't walk around like that with that kind of vengeance in their chest. Like, you're a man with vengeance. Even if you're a female, you are a man with vengeance in your chest every day. Like, why is that the target? You see what I'm saying? And now they're reminiscing. They have that nostalgia. That 6 of Cups is like, now your ass in the hot seat. Pussy boy got embarrassed. Somebody tried to buck up against you, and they got embarrassed. Now they're in the hot seat. Now it's like, I miss the days where I could be excused like a child. Like, I could be, like, things were more innocent, where I had just had that vivid imagination. No, you know, took that shit to a different velocity. Okay, 8 of Cups wanted to flip out, and that's clarified by the 8 of Wands. What goes around comes around. You never look back. I feel like there's a whole storm brewing behind you, and you never look back. And these motherfuckers chased after you. You see how she's running towards this person, running behind this person? You walking, this motherfucker running, and still ain't catch up to you because you that far gone. Every time they thought you was going to be stuck, you surpass it. So it's something real intelligent. Like, God could have sent you in. As it pertains to an interview with the vampire. Again, like, you could have met this person, had a life experience with this person, end up outsmarting or outwitting this person, because everything they taught you, it told you everything you need to know about them. Okay? And you moved away from them, because all your cards is like going that way. And this motherfucker is stuck with the 10 of Swords. Like, tell me more about the 10 of Swords. Because you have 3 10s out here. You got the 10 of Swords. And I split this deck. I still got these out. Everything is fine. Yeah, someone thought they could do what you do, but better. And they not cut out for that shit. Bringing that point full circle. You see how when I said somebody's vision was to have a life for their family, they thought they could either energy harvest from you, interfere with the vampire, they thought they could steal it from you, or they thought they could mimic you and copy your essence in some way, but they can't imitate that kind of creativity. That's somebody else's creativity. And it don't hit the same for them. So it's what's a 10 of Cups for you is a 10 of Swords for them. You dig? That Wheel of Fortune is like going against them and going for you. Your family straight. This motherfucker sitting there acting like everything is fine. Everything is no big deal. When in actuality, they're dying. Somebody should tell these motherfuckers who think they faster than me, somebody should tell them they're dying. They're stupid. They were stupid. So this 10 of Swords is the Ace of Cups. Exactly. Every time they do something to stop you, you just was clarifying it as the Chariot. You keep going. Like, where in the fuck? Where do you get the strength? Like, this is a telltale of somebody playing God in your life versus you actually serving God in your life, trying to be a God in your life. These some punk ass bitches, man. I'm gonna just tell you that. Now. That you keep transforming. Every time they think they broke your heart or fucked up a relationship, fucked up a friendship, got people whispering about you, got people talking shit on your name or just thinking the worst of you with that Three of Swords. You come with that Pluto energy. That's a lot of Scorpio energy on this board. Look, that the transformation is the Ten of Cups. So now you got the Ten of Cups out here twice. It transformed you for the better. Or the person that was being attacked for the better. With the Page of Cups. Is clarifying the Ten of Cups. That's the transformation. Let's take a journey within. Okay? Let's look inside ourselves. You scared to look inside that corroded, burnt up, hollow ass, 10-man ass, empty spirit of yours. Look inside of me. I go inside myself. There's a lot more depth to my conversation, because after that 10 comes that page. You dig what I'm saying? You just keep going. Then you got the Ace of Cups. Okay? You end up being like a warrior for the Most High. You know, some people call him the universe. But look inside of you. You're fruitful, abundant, you're warm and welcoming, you're charming. You say you seem to treat everybody the same, like you treat everybody respectfully. Somebody can't take it. You ain't supposed to take it. You are the same person that who thought you could play God in somebody's life. Huh, that Three of Swords. Is that Four of Pentacles? Or is it? Because this talks about being possessive and stingy-hearted. That's a stingy card. It's about having enough to pay your bills, but don't have money left over. So you have that worrisome, that hints of worrisome attached to it. Like, am I going to get my nails done this week to match my makeup? Maybe next week I could do it. But my bills are paid. That's what the Four of Pentacles is. They mad they couldn't do that shit. What's on the bottom? Clarified by the Three of Swords. So now we got some repeating cards. So this King of Cups is like, you ain't gonna know the difference if I got $10 or 10 grand in my motherfucking pocket. My attitude's still the same. That's what's real about that. And this motherfucker is, the only thing they're doing is getting the door shut on them. They cannot keep stalking you like that. You see how she's sitting outside the door, met with all these challenges, and like there's a lot of envy. You see the eyes in the background with that three of swords? Okay? Stop spitting on somebody's name. There's something about it. They just had a hard time not spitting on what somebody else is doing for the community. Or just, I really feel like it's an envy. It's a spiritual envy, emotional envy, an intellectual envy. Everything they thought they could just say about you or say against you, even may have even said to you. They have to eat those motherfucking words, because you turn out to be everything they wish they had. They didn't know they was narcissistic like that. They were undiagnosed narcissists, but they were raised by another narcissist. So they didn't know they struggled through the same generational curse that was put on their mother. Okay? There's somebody who deemed themselves a fucking leader or worthy of being like where you are in life, without no actual spiritual backing, without no real due diligence, without no real education, without no real work ethic, no real going within, no real do something to water yourself, water your spiritual garden. I hear Janet Jackson special. I also hear her song You, and that's from The Velvet Rope. Both of those songs talk about reflection, you dig? And pondering, like, look at yourself. Look at yourself. When you hate you hate everyone that day. Something like that. It's part of the lyrics for the song You. The bass makes that song pop more. So I say that to say, you can speak in a very authoritative tone with the Hierophant here. I just feel like, because your truth is like a bass, a strong bass line. So you may not be meaning to like talk hard to people, but your message comes off strong like that, where they get that tremble, because it's the ace. The aces is the helping hand of God. It's an opportunity. With every difficulty comes two eases. So I make sure, especially when these incidents were unworthy, unruly, uncalled for, unethical, unwarranted, unnecessary. Okay? It had nothing to do with you. So why should you be the one paying for all the flock? You notice that the Three of Swords. Again, it isn't fair. They think it isn't fair. You're being used by the Most High to pave the way. You're scooping up all the shit that would block Virgo or Virgo placements, man or woman, you're being used to move all the shit out of their way to make their their run to success, their glory dance even easier. It just gets easier and easier and easier. So what you thought you was doing to slow them down, you making it easier for them. So it pays for you to stop. But it's like something with an obsession where this person couldn't stop because you went from a 3 to a 10 of swords. And I also feel like they were given the opportunity to repent or do right or do better or just stop doing it. And they didn't with the Ace of Swords. Because the Ace of Swords, and then there's the 3 that come after the Ace. Okay? What did you think you was doing? Trying to put somebody through hell on earth. No, you just wanted to swap destinies because your life, instead of, it's like this is somebody who suffers from the 7 major sins, and that one of them is like envy. Okay, their envy is strong. Their envy is stronger than fucking garlic and onions overpowering a dish, a potentially good dish. You dig what I'm saying? Their envy is so strong that instead of looking at their life and create, like everybody has the same opportunities. And instead of looking at their life, they're looking at all your blessings. So they're attacking you, not knowing you're a chosen one. I know you hear that a lot on everybody's fucking channel. But the way these cards are set up, I can't help but explain it for what it is. If you are chosen to do something, that motherfucker got the spirit of envy on them on account of you being chosen to do this thing. You see what I'm saying? So instead of looking at themselves and getting in tune with their inner star player so they can figure out what they're supposed to be doing, because it wasn't supposed to be them being your biggest fan or you being their biggest fan. Switch it how it resonates. You know, like somebody's highly offended at who you turn out to be and who you are. It's like they knew it was something. It's just they wasn't man enough to say what they recognized in you. So they weren't always this kind of dumb. They did stupid shit, but their smarts diminished, their self-esteem diminished, their spiritual hygiene diminished, their hygiene diminished. Like they have an odor, they have a rotten mouth, like they don't say good stuff out of their mouth. They have all kinds of shit going on because they got drained having an interview with the the devil or the vampire. So they tried to be a vampire to you because it was somebody who, that's what they know. If they got a narcissist, if this is resonating for somebody who has an undiagnosed narcissistic mother, you get it honest from them, especially if you grew up under them. That's what you know. As a first response, it's up to you to kind of branch out of that and just get an education. You didn't want to get an education because you wanted to be the victim. That's what a narcissist is. They're always the victim. Okay? They're never accountable. It's all, woe is me. Somebody's always doing something to me. Everyone's mean to me, kind of thing. It's like, bitch, how you account for the shit that you did to this other person or persons? You could have did this to other people too. It just wasn't that noticeable. We just knew something was off about the situation, but people ain't really interfere with that shit. Like, all right, whatever, that's some drama. Niggas need to grow up, kind of thing. But now they do it to you, is making headlines that something might be fucking wrong. You know, this person might have had, you know, I'm watching how this person's treating this other person, and this person keeps excelling. This person has a story to tell. The one that's excelling, if it's not you, it's the other person, they have a story to tell. They have a story to tell because it's obvious you done survived some shit. But are they on everybody's news channel being a victim? Absolutely not. They may address it one good time and then they leave off of it, because what's important is that I have a life, you know, I have a craft that I'm passionate about. I have a creative endeavor that makes me happy that I can share with other people and teach other people through it and teach other people morals, ethics, and beliefs, like praying or something, or just figure out what makes you multifaceted and what's talented about you. Everybody's different. I hear earth, wind, and fire. I think about love. All right. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is like pretty fucking salty for somebody. That 9 of Wands. But this one to come out with it with the Justice. You are the one doing the negativity. You are the one. I'm not quite sure where I stopped. I just had to fix the camera. But oh yeah, the 9, as it pertains to this 9 of Wands. Okay, this inspiration. Like, it was the undiagnosed chemical imbalance. That was the inspiration behind this shit. Putting up a good fight. They thought, in their mind, in their illness, when they get sick or have flare-ups, in their mind, they're putting up a good fight. They think you're the enemy. You're not the enemy. But that's what happens when, that's karmic justice. You get to see these people for who they are and for what the fuck they do. And it had nothing to do with targeting that other person. They were just targeting that other person because they couldn't get access to that person's light. They tried to break the persons down to have access to their light, to have an endless supply. What is my biggest dream? Is to have an endless supply of a good Samaritan. I knew I heard that for a reason. What can I do to move closer to that dream? And they spent a fucking lifetime or a long time. You dig? Because it seemed like this is a repeating lesson until you learned it. Once you learn your lesson, what you're supposed to learn from it, it stopped. These people haven't changed. It's just that you know better, so you can use better discernment. You know, you can use, you have awakened to things that are this is what it is. It's a mental illness that's backfiring. It's backfiring by way of mental illness because, first of all, anybody tell you to do that in the first fucking place? You reap what you sow. And that's karmic justice. I also see with the Justice card, you annihilate the jinns that move through the people with the 9 of Wands. That's a big card of paranoia, schizophrenia, mental imbalances anyway. Any kind of like mental imbalance. And you are the person who can you know how to bypass all that kind of stuff. Well, we know there's no kumbaya. We're not looking for kumbaya. We're looking for happiness. Okay? This person, and they have a hard time understanding why they're in the 3 of Swords energy. Twice over. 4 of Cups energy. And you in the 10 of Cups twice over. What is this? See, 5 of Wands. First it was the swords, and then it's like first the mental gets broken down. Everything they pushed on you goes back to them. So their mental gets broken down. They go into that full rage. It's like that vulnerability. And they wanted you to be vulnerable. You need a portal to have a portal to come in, to enter into anybody's space. You need, look, 9 of Swords on the bottom. I'm gonna keep that. You need a portal. To have that portal, you need to be vulnerable. The person needs to be in a vulnerable space mentally, or some way or another. And guess who's in that vulnerable space mentally? It isn't you. Or if it was you, it isn't that person. Okay? It's backfiring on whoever did this shit. Okay? And now they're in that conflict and that chaotic energy. They're not safe. They don't feel safe. They're paranoid. Okay? And it's interesting because there's Justice, the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands is here for them. They worry. They don't sleep at night. This shit keeps them up at night. Because it's a drug. It gets you going. You know, it gets you going in that chaotic energy and you don't know how to stop. It's like they're running with no brakes. Okay, they don't have no peace. They don't have no rest. And that's justice for them. Did you ever break a stride? No, you didn't. Okay, that was their own weakness. Okay, and that's what they have to sit in. And they can't stand the sight of going within as it pertains to themselves. They're scared to look at that shit because it's like Tin Man Hollow. Burnt, annihilated, dried out, drained, because they've been ran through by larger entities. It's like the entities got larger and larger over time because you get an immune, like any drug. You get immune to it, you need a bigger dose of it, and it's the same thing with this. It's just that kind of easy to get to this person, so now more gens is coming through. More larger entities is coming through. So it's like you're moving, but you are moving closer to your dreams, by the way. Okay? You move forward, you walk by faith. something with the chariot. Everybody was against you. You kept right on going. They didn't understand that shit. They thought you was a mad person. Why would you keep going if nobody's with you? If everybody's against you, what are you working to? They didn't understand your drive. They didn't understand your heart, which in a sense they do, because they wouldn't have that envy for it. It was baffling what was keeping you going, because they know what was pumping them up, what was gassing them up to go against you, but they don't understand who was backing you. It's obviously nobody from where we come from, because we all over here going against you. So who's taking up for them? And that awakening. I feel like right in the midst of their crash out and how they're like wishing. I heard they wish they was dead, because they don't have no peace. They don't have no rest. They're tired from running with no breaks. They don't have no control over how they're behaving and how they're acting and moving. You see, it's no stability. And the justice, right where this Ace of Swords is, that's the Most High letting them know right in the thick of all that, I'm who's backing this person. Okay? Now, if the vampire wants to have an interview with me, the Most High saying this, come produce your swords if you're truthful. Come show me your truth that you can surpass me. And as it pertains to anything happening to any of my believers, like anything. Or just single it out. Come produce your sword if you're truthful. If you want me to release my believer to you, so you can have more control over them, so you can use them, their light. Don't you know, once I leave, there is no light. There's the shadow. It's just darkness. And you'll be standing still in that darkness, because you won't have no faith. So you won't have me to bank on. I'm not there with you. You won't be under my umbrella. You'll just be in darkness. So what does that mean is you'll be wandering blindly through life, deaf, dumb, and blind, as they say, as the Holy Scriptures say. So that's what this person's doing now. Obviously, those who harm us are not from us. Okay? And go to death of transformation again. Your transformation is just beautiful. You look good. You feel good. You're doing great. Somebody has large eyes. They have a nice nose. They have really good cheekbones. Okay? Someone can have natural black hair. Somebody's very pretty. Even if you're a man, you're very pretty. Don't judge the aesthetics by what you think they represent. Just ask. Okay? And be careful what you ask. Because that Knight of Wands. Somebody's short-tempered. Virgo, you could be short-tempered. Yeah, it's the first sign that somebody say something stupid, you ready to block them out. Like, you lose your temper. Like, get the fuck. Like, that's it. You just cut them off. Because I know how I am, I don't even respond. I don't want to be bothered with the Seven of Wands. I don't care about people's opinions. I don't need anybody picking me apart, saying this rose should go this way, or your makeup should look this way, or your outfit should look this way. Get out. Okay? I also see the Knight of Wands as someone with a fresh idea, and they're putting it into work. That could be you, as it pertains to business, Virgo, or the other person. They have a fresh idea, and they're not taking. Well, this is blocking out the noise anyway while they do it, because it's something very unique. It's something very different than what the market is used to, is what I heard with that Chariot and that Ace of Cups. It's something you love. It's something that's going to bring a lot of fulfillment, because the results are going to speak for themselves. Your energy is going to go through the roof with that Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. You see that? And that's clarified the Knight of Pentacles. You're paid. It's a reason why you can smell money. Something I said in the very beginning. Something about, I have it by the imported boatload. Those big ass ships with them big ass pipes and shit that the bridge got to lift up to let them go through, them big ass imported ass boats that just look scary as all fuck to see them, passing by. But that's how much success you got. It's like I can see it, I can smell money in the air. Yeah. So there's obviously ain't much you're worried about. That's what these motherfuckers did for you. They the ones doing all the dirty work so you could stand up. So they become, all the pebbles they threw at you, it's like you built a platform with it. gradual platform. And they're the ones holding you up because God told them to. So who's your Lord at the end of the day? Yeah, who can flip over? Queen of Swords. You know your truth. You know who you are, and you know nonsense. And that sword is down. I'm going to protect my babies, myself. That could be your businesses, myself. Okay? You're just an on viewer. Okay? You just like to look at me and admire it. Just admit it. You like to look at me. You like me. You like watching me work because you could never be that. I don't know what in the devil made you think that you could. Why is the Knight of Cups? Somebody moving forward. That could be your wordplay, the way you show up. You seduce people with the Knight of Cups. Even though you're the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who's intelligent. I told you something about you being intelligent. You show up right. You show up prepared. You show us a little bit of a competitive streak with the pentacles and the swords. Like you show up ready. I'm ready to go run these 4 miles. I'm ready to debate. Like I came with all the facts. Okay? You came ready and nobody wasn't ready. Like this is Pearl Harbor for them. They got caught with their pants down, or they pulled their pants down thinking they was doing something to you, and it's a humiliation ritual for them. They the ones that got caught with their pants down. That's indecent exposure. You shouldn't let your mother see you like that in public. She didn't raise you like that. That's what they get. That's what they get. Okay. Who's your Lord? What is your religion? Who is his messenger? I almost stopped the reading right there. Alright, I'm just close out with this. This is the last message for Virgo. And I saw this anyway, and I just shuffled. Moonchild. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. And 7 is Chariot. Okay? These is people who don't do well in the essence of looking at their shadow work or looking at themselves in the past. They wanted to rewrite their future, and they wanted to cheat to do it. So as it pertains to you, in a reading is like you have that opportunity to manifest something that you want very much, and the divine wants to bless you with assistance to bring a cherished dream to life, as we already been talking about. Okay? Begin by admitting the truest desire of your heart. Then you will need to let go of control as you trust enough to let it happen. You know when you are really doing this because you feel scared at first. You'll wonder if it's okay to surrender quite so much. It is. So ask for what you want and need without any shame, guilt, or hesitation. Then relax and allow the Most High to do his thing. You see what I've been saying? So the spiritual guidance is talking about, in that message, is like your heart has a special spiritual power which you can access through prayer. Okay, I'm going to hold this Queen of Swords up when I say that, because that's always my prayer warrior. That's always my spiritual warrior. This motherfucker can't wait to lay down that knife, that sword, and they want to take everybody with them to the Most High, okay? And by sincere loyalty, just to show their loyalty. Prayer means speaking from the heart to the Most High. So for you, the Most High might be unconditionally loving and all-powerful beings, such as people call them spirit or universe. You may like to choose a deity from a religion or tradition, even if you don't really belong to that religion, such as God or Mother Nature. But the divine doesn't mind who or what you pray to, so long you feel a peaceful, unconditional loving between the divine in your heart. See, for that, let me clarify that. He has many names. You know what I mean? That's a misconception. There's only one God, so that's who will want you to pray to them. That's the whole misconception. They got these doozies in a trance chasing after you, and now they're holding the bricks up for your platform so you could perform, because they didn't mind who they were praying to. You do. You kept it straight. You kept it direct and concise. When you pray, you activate the heart and stimulate a portal of healing. The heart knows how to gain closure on emotional, psychological, physical, and spiritual levels. So showing you the way through unknown transitions and leading you faithfully to the light of a new day. Your heart also knows how to receive blessings from the Most High. The Most High's blessings can help you in endless ways, and the divine always knows exactly what you need and when you need it. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to speak from your heart about whatever matters to you right now. Nothing is too small or too big for the Most High to help you figure it out. So, if you ask, you shall receive, and that's always been your pitch. So, why would for you to be cussed out for telling the truth like that? Because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. When you want something, you go ask. Right? Someone needs to find a place where they can have like some privacy or some quiet time and place their hands over their heart and just talk to God. That's what they need to do, is find a different Lord, which would be what the commandments say. And I'm not trying to shove them out, no, like religion down nobody's throat. It's what's proven. It's not what you know, it's what's proven. So anybody who want to practice backwards ass science and do like manipulation of energy and all that kind of shit, like, you can manipulate energy for the good, but when you're doing all this atrocious shit against somebody because they had chosen to do something, or you just don't like their light, you just don't fancy them at the end of the day, you made an issue for yourself. Okay, you got further and further away from what you thought you should have or attain. You thought you could steal it. You thought you was doing something. That was a dud. So as you're being redirected and you got to carry them bricks for Virgo, or Virgo is now in a position to carry bricks for somebody, which I think, it's a split crowd. Some of the Virgos did some rotten ass shit, and some of the Virgo placements excel past it. You dig what I'm saying? So somebody doing some shit. So whoever pumped you up, you still be alive right now. These niggas ain't gassed you up. So you could be dead, spiritually empty. You dig what I'm saying? If not deceased altogether. You see what I'm saying? But somebody hyped you up to go against somebody who was worthy of being respected, honored. So it goes back to my initial question. Who is your Lord after all? Because this person's Lord is making you hold the bricks up. The pebbles you threw, now this person's Lord is making you and your Lord fall down in prostration. Okay, not to this person, but to him by force, or he's stopping you now that you see that the damage is done, and you want the damage to stop, and you want him to take his foot off the gas by way of you earning his wrath and him punishing you. Now he won't let you prostrate to him, because you were given chance after chance to do it right with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. He invited you to do it the right way, and you insisted on practicing envy. Envy, okay? You had an interview with the empire, with the vampire, and guess what? That vampire got annihilated, and you look fucking crazy in front of everybody. So who is your Lord? Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.